All right. For Math 192, I wanted to take a look on how to navigate our Canvas page. So when you go to Canvas, this is what you should see, and you will see on the landing page will be announcements and then just the introduction to our course. Now, the announcements are good to read. You should be logging in almost daily to check for announcements and work due and complete material. The announcements will tell you what material you should be working on and what the upcoming due dates are. On the left-hand side, you will see some tabs. The announcements tabs will pull up all the announcements for the course. Under syllabus, you can see the syllabus and the course schedule. These are both, I would recommend downloading them by hitting this down arrow and printing them out. Make sure you read through them. Make sure you make notes of the dates. I've pulled up the schedule. This is a look at our schedule. We have the midterm on March 26th. We have the final on April 30th. These are exams that you will have to go in to get proctored for or set up alternate arrangements. On the schedule, you will see the lessons you should be working on. These lesson numbers correspond to the lessons in the My Open Math and in the Canvas. On Sundays are our typical due dates. So you will see the due dates highlighted here of items are due. The My Open Math assignments are in the blue, and the written assignments, which are in Canvas, are in the purple. The typical due dates are on the Sunday evening, except when we have the midterm, you'll have the material due that's all including up to the midterm that day before. And then on April 5th, that's Easter, so there's no credit classes. So I gave you an extra day to submit the My Open Math and the written assignments. So just take a look at that schedule. Also take a look at the syllabus, read through it, make sure you understand it. And you did have that syllabus quiz. So if there are any questions, please, I've been responding to those questions, and please email me if you have any other questions. I also like to point out the modules portion here. So when I click on modules, it will bring up this. And you will go module by module. So lesson 1, let's just take a look at lesson 1. When you click overview, it will give you what you're going to be doing. And then you will click the next button, which is all the way to the right-hand side. And then it will tell you what's the learning objective, what is the to-do list. This to-do list must be done for each lesson. There are lecture notes. There's a textbook. You must read the textbook, the lecture notes. There's online notes. Those are optional. And then there are videos that accompany everything. After you're done with learning the material, then you should move on to the assignments. There's a written assignment. The written assignments are in Canvas. They are with solutions. Those are mandatory to complete. The My Open Math assignments, those are in My Open Math. Those are also mandatory. There's also an activity and there's practice problems. So you keep hitting the next button and it walks you through. So here are the lecture notes for sections 1.5, 1.6, 1.7. Click next. You're going to see a video that goes through those lecture notes. It's a YouTube video that you watch. Written exercises. So it gives you the instructions right here. The written exercises, you must print this PDF. Remember, at WCC, you can get up to 100 pages printed for free. If you do not want to print the PDF, you can use an iPad or tablet, download it to that, and then write on the page there. After you complete it, you want to submit it as a multi-page, one document, but multi-page. And you use the upload button to submit your file. Those are worth points. It's very important that you do that. Then you will go to the My Open Math. You will click and you will be taken to My Open Math. My Open Math looks something like this, where you have something to read, you have videos, and then you have the exercises to complete. It tells you right in My Open Math when they are due. You open it, it tells you it's due. You can hit the start button, and then you fill in the blanks. Your progress will be saved. You have multiple attempts. And then you hit done, and it automatically will submit everything to me for grading. So each module goes through that. I guess let's go back to where we were. There's the written assignments. Here's the My Open Math. For this one, these were 3 lessons together. And then after you get that, you do have the Paul's Math Notes. And I'm just hitting next. Here's a video about U substitution. And I just keep hitting next, and it walks me through it. Now, you can also select where you want to go. So if you are we were in this one here, you can also expand this and then select where you want to go. Once you complete that, then you can move on to lesson 2, and you will see the same. It walks you through everything that needs to be complete. You can check your grades here. You also have access to the WCC Tutoring Center. You can find more information about them on their website. I will post announcements at least once a week, if not more. And I try to do it at the beginning of the week to let you know what you need to be working on and what needs to be completed and the due dates, just as a reminder. But you do have the schedule, and you do have all those due dates in the My Open Math and in Canvas as well. That's a rundown of our classroom on Canvas. If you have any questions, please let me know.